Hey guys, as you can see, I've got some damage on my Ford. I parked on an incline, I didn't put the handbrake all the way, and then it rolled back across the street into a little post. So this plastic bumper is damaged, and I've got some bumps here. So we need to buff this out and replace the whole bumper, because this is plastic. You can bolt this loose, which is what I'm planning to do today. And for this whole project car, instead of just buying a bumper, I figured why not just buy a whole spare car. So I thought that was pretty clever. That one was very cheap, a few €100, because it doesn't run, it's got a broken engine. So it was just a parts bin for me. So I figured if I'm gonna buy a bumper and maybe some chair and then a headlight, I'm up to €500 already. So why not buy this one for €500 and just have it here, grab any spare part I want. Condensator, maybe something for the air conditioning, you know, the media unit. So that's gonna be a really nice addition to my project for this car. And today I'm gonna try to replace the bumpers. And immediately you can tell this one has, I have parking sensors and that one doesn't. So I'll have to cut some holes there. But I don't think that's gonna be a huge problem. So there's screws in here and then there. The next part are these bolts up here. So this piece of the bumper, they are connected there with 10mm bolts. As you can see, they're protected by this guard, so I'm hoping I can just remove these from here. Yeah, this is very difficult to film because they're a very small opening for my wrench and the camera. Why do I bother with a wrench when I have a ratchet right here? Well, I got it loose, but that's a weird part. I've never seen an integrated washer with the nut before, but so unfortunately I don't see like a main connector for the parking sensors, so I can disconnect each of them individually here, and then I'll have to figure it out. So here I can just disconnect this one. I need two hands, so it's gonna be difficult to film. Next up are some bolts here in the wheel well. There's some 8mm here, down there. Here they are already loose. Maybe from below. There's a lot of dirt coming from out of there. I should wear glasses or something, safety glasses. This is a very tricky bolt. I could barely fit this here, but I've got it loose now. So the last thing I can do with my fingers, because there's no room for a wrench, and this squished against the tire, so that didn't work very well, but I think this should go. This should come loose now, yeah. Hello. Oh. Oh. Over the tow hook. There we go. Nice, it's loose. That's a real operation that I'm doing. Yeah, this is obviously, this is broken, as you can see. So I'll just get that from the other car as well. Yeah. So this is broken in a few spots. So I'll have to get that from the other car. I'm just smiling because I'm just a hobbyist. And this is the furthest I've taken a car apart, so I'm happy with the progress so far. I now know where all the bolts are and the clips and how you take it apart, so I took the damaged bumper off first, so that I could be sure that I knew where everything was, and if I broke something it would be okay. So now I can safely take the bumper off the other one, and then I know how to attach it. So I think that's pretty good progress already today. Nice. So now there is some access here to the other side. This goes flat. And then I got some panel here. And from here I can see the damage. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but this is the inside of the panel. So I'll try to maybe buff it out a little. Yeah, now I've got inside access. I also bought these exhaust tips from another Chinese website, so they were pretty cheap. So I figured let's just put them in the basket. I think they would look very cool, but obviously I would need to do some cutting. Yeah, because you can tell it's gonna be bigger. So I would have to do some cutting from the plastic here, which is fine, but we'll see. It would kind of look like this eventually. But yeah, while I was busy, I also broke this bracket. So this is just kind of hanging here, which is not a huge deal. I can just take it from that car as well, because it's got the same everything. Okay, so my father says to try to buff this out by putting a football in there and then inflating it. I guess I'll give it a shot, but it's a hand pump, but I'm sure it will work. I don't know if it will work. We'll see. Is that kind of working? Nah. Okay, so as I found online and as I can see here, these are Torx screws, but that one just had like Phillips screws. So something already happened there. And they were just regular screws, but I can just do all this. Now I'm gonna do this one. Now I know how it works, so it's gonna be super easy. I'll just time lapse the whole thing and probably get it off very easy. Okay, I don't know exactly why, but the last few twists of this bolt were just undoable. I spent a lot of time and force on that, but now I got the towing connector loose. Now I can take the bumper off. It is imperative that the bumper remain unharmed. Well, there you go. The bumper is loose. Now I've got two bumpers here. One is intact, one is broken. So I think I'll fix the dent first. Try to fix this. And then put on the bumper, because now you got easy access. Okay, this also looks broken, to be honest. Look at this. It looks very similar on both cars. So is it just broken on every single one? This goes like this. But then here, there needs to be something here for these screws. Well, this is nice progress for now. I got both bumpers off. I learned how to do that part. And yeah, it looks like I'm gonna be able to fix this. Pretty good. Okay, I just noticed on both bumpers there's a little piece remaining here on this one as well. So I forgot one screw when I pulled it off. So this goes there. This goes here, and this is there somewhere. Like this. Okay, this is the old bumper, and it's obviously been tampered with. So what I suspected earlier when I saw the wrong screws in there, instead of Torx, they were just cross screws. So this bumper has been broken before. So they repaired it neatly. I mean, it works, it was connected. It couldn't withstand the impact of my mistake. So I asked this acquaintance to help. He repairs cars for a living, so he helped me buffing out the dents on the panel. And it looks very smooth now. Now I just need to grind away all of this rust and then treat it with a rust converter to make it ready for priming. Now apply the rust converter lavishly. Well, today was a good day. We buffed out the dent with some help, and I put the rust remover converter on there. That has to dry now, so I have to just continue tomorrow or maybe in the evening a little. So this is fixed. I got the polyester putty, so I can yeah, it was already cracked before, so there was already putty here, and I have to redo it, put it there, and then make it smooth again. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It's in regular shape again. I'll leave the bumper off for now. I'm gonna let this dry and then continue another time. Now it's been 6 hours. I took a shower and took a haircut. It should be dry, like technically it's okay to go now, but I got the primer ready. But honestly, it's 8 p.m. and I'm rushing, right? I want to go watch a movie, I want to go to bed. So I'm just gonna sit this one out today and do this tomorrow. Because I still need to clean up the rust converter, right? So it's probably better if I wait now and don't rush things, because then you're gonna make mistakes. I mean, I got tomorrow. See you guys then. Well, it is the next day. The rust converter is dry. I'm gonna put the primer on. So first a little bit of sanding, then the grease, and then put the primer on. I've got aluminium primer, which I'm told is perfectly fine to spray on regular steel too. I am gonna have to spray some on the inside of the panel because I cannot see there, because I'm afraid there might be rust on the inside as well. So I just have to kind of spray blind and hope that I get all the metal. Okay, so as I was priming this and waiting for the curing, I was talking to my AI, and then apparently with 1K primer, which I'm using, you need to put the putty first, because it's a different chemical compound and the putty is not gonna hold as well to the 1K primer. So I need to sand this down to get the metal, and then sand it enough to get some grip, then put putty on there, and then put the primer on top. Well, right now it's time for the putty. I got the putty right here. It's quite hot, it's almost 30 degrees, so I have to be very careful because it's gonna cure very fast. I'm gonna use a little bit less hardener, so it cures a little slower, and buy myself some time. I'm gonna do a final cleaning pass and then start working. So see how that goes. These rubber gloves are not it for putty work. This is my third pair. These are more for fluids and everything, but I figured it's better to ruin these than to ruin my regular gloves. I ran out of 80 grit, so I'm having a tough time getting it smooth. So doing a lot of work with the 150, and it's The shape is fine. I'm gonna cover it up, so I think I'll just clean it up now with the 800 grit and then apply the primer. Okay, I was busy reinstalling the seat belt, and then I noticed there's a big hole in the panel still. I didn't get everything, so I have to fix that. I fix it with some more putty off screen after this. I need to reconnect the seat belt, which I'm trying now, but we did some cutting inside the panel, so the seat belt doesn't go back where it used to be. So, and it's hard to reach, but it's getting up to 6 hours already. I planned, of course, a few hours today, but it's almost dinner time now. So I'm gonna try to fix this seat belt and just have dinner and maybe paint the rest another time. Now it looks back in place. You see, that's how we did the cut, and the little notch is what I needed to push it back. Now I can try to put the seat belt back. I finally made it. I got it back in place. There you go. Big bolt. Yeah, you can see some damage still, but it's not terrible, and it works. You can pull it out. So that's one thing done properly. So now I think I'm gonna make dinner, and then I'll get some new energy and see what I can do. It is the next day. The putty has been curing all night. It's hard enough. Now I can spray the primer and then the clear coat, because the primer is a nice silver. I don't have the exact paint, so I just put the clear coat on top of the primer. Well, this is as nice as I'm gonna get it. I spent the whole afternoon with putty and sanding and putty, and it's still bumpy and it's not very smooth, but I give up. I was already planning to do like a livery or a wrap or some other kind of design, so for my first repair I don't mind. So the next step is to reattach the bumper, but for that I still need to repair this. This should be attached. My plan is to use my heat gun to melt some metal into the plastic to kind of stitch it that way. I'm hoping that's going to be strong enough. And I'm going to have to do it on the car here, because this part, I mean, it's cracked obviously, but it's still attached on a lot of corners. So I'm just going to tape it on, and then we're going to attach the parts. I found this little metal rod in my toolbox, and it looks pretty good. If I can squeeze this in there, it's going to be a very strong part already. So let's heat this up with my heat gun. As you can see, I melted a few nails into the plastic on this side as well. They're not very deep, but I think it's strong enough. I mean, it's not a very structural part. I melted it a bit, tried to push this in. Well, this is actually big news, because if this is attached and it's strong enough, I'm going to let it cool off a little. Then I'm ready to start putting the bumper back on. And it's going to be the new bumper from my spare car. So it's gonna look a little better. Even the old scratches will be gone. Only downside is that the parking sensors, I don't have the holes for them. It didn't really work anyway. It would just beep always, so it's gonna be fine. Nice. So I'll put this panel on and then I think I can bolt in the bumper back. So I've got two of these panels, basically the same. This one is a little more intact, you see. So apparently they are just heat shield clips. They're not supposed to be bolted. You just clip them on. So I still need to fix this because it came off and this clip is completely shot. You see it's rusted and it's missing some teeth. Probably I just have to buy new ones. Then I push this back in and then I add this on there. Yeah, it's not it's not holding, it's just breaking more. I guess I have to run to the store to buy a clip. I can drive like this, safe enough. This does maybe flap a little, maybe it will unbolt the other one as well, but I guess I have to finish up now. Well, that's it. It's finished. Not the cleanest repair job in the world, but it looks good enough. I'm gonna put a livery on there anyway, so it's gonna be obscured. And this project was also about learning the car and learning how to repair this stuff, bodywork. So I'm very proud of this, and yeah, I think it looks fine. And now I have to decide on the new design, and then we'll see how it turns out.